Yo, 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 it's your boy Darkwing Dub, and we got a little bit of news going on here. LSU has officially fired Brian Kelly. After losing the last 3 of 4 games, they have decided to part ways with Brian Kelly. Not a shocker. Not a shocker. It's been underwhelming since he's been the head coach at LSU. They definitely could have been doing better. Did they improve from the last days of Ed Orgeron? Yeah, they have. But they've been expecting a lot more. I mean, we haven't seen them in the playoff. Garrett Nussmeier hasn't improved. Yeah, Jaden Daniels got his Heisman, but the team didn't really do anything. There hasn't really been much improvement. You would think with a senior at quarterback, this team should be ranked top 5 with the weapons they have, the defense that they were supposed to be bringing back. They should be ranked at least top 5 right now. But instead a lot of people like to talk mess that Texas is the most underwhelming team in the country right now. No, it is definitely LSU. Because with Texas, we if you watch football, you understood that there was going to be growing pains with the new quarterback. Almost the entire offensive line is new weapons on the perimeter. The only people that's really returning, especially for offense, is your running backs. So we kind of understood that there might be some growing pains here, but we didn't foresee LSU going through what they're going through, especially with a senior quarterback, with the weapons that they brought in from the transfer portal. Nick Anderson, Barry Brown. I mean, they have weapons. They have running backs. They signed the #1 running back in the nation, Harlan Berry. Caden Durham is no joke. The defense should be better, but they're not. Why? It's Brian Kelly. I've always felt that Brian Kelly was overrated as a coach. And he got to where he did because he did such a good job with Cincinnati. He went to Notre Dame, and after Charlie Weiss left, he became the Notre Dame head coach and went to a national championship. Mantateo got the brakes beat off of him by Alabama, but got him there. Had some decent seasons in between time, But don't you think it's kind of weird? He leaves Notre Dame, goes to LSU. LSU looks like Notre Dame, and Notre Dame makes the national championship game last season. It's Brian Kelly. Is he a good coach? Sure, he's a good coach. But I think he's a good coach for a team that's not really expecting much right now. Notre Dame, they expected to be where they were with Mantateo in the national championship. LSU, they expect a lot more than what Brian Kelly gave them. And again, NIL plays a huge part in this. Schools like Notre Dame and LSU, they're shelling out all kinds of money for these players. They want to see the finished product on the field. Brian Kelly isn't giving them that. So they had to do what they had to do, and he had to go. Now, will he find another job? Just like James Franklin? Absolutely. I think James Franklin will get a better job than him, but Oregon State is looking for a head coach. What's wrong with Oregon State? He can go rebuild Oregon State. Michigan State, they're looking for a head coach. Why not Michigan State? They're not expecting much. Virginia Tech, Why not? They're not expecting much. So there are some schools out there that will hire him as a coach, give him a chance to rebuild if that's what he wants to do. If he wants to come back to coaching, I say he goes to a school like those, or even a non-power 4 school. Kent State, something like that. Somewhere he can just go and recruit and tinker around with the offense and defense until he gets it right. But schools like Virginia Tech and Michigan State and Oregon State, Oklahoma State needs a head coach. Why not? But I think his time at big schools may be over with until he retires. Or join Nick Saban on ESPN. Let's see what you got on TV. But right now, coaching at a big school like Notre Dame and LSU just ain't for him. If he wants to coach, he'll get another job. Just like James Franklin will, just like even Billy Napier will. He'll probably go back down the ranks some too. Somebody like a Michigan State, Oregon State will probably look at Billy Napier also. I think a bigger school will go after James Franklin. I wouldn't be surprised if LSU gave James Franklin a call. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida gave James Franklin a call. There's also Lane Kiffin. Would he leave Ole Miss to go to a place like LSU or Florida? What about Clark Lee? Would he leave his alma mater at Vanderbilt to go to a place like Florida or LSU? I mean, he's clearly turned Vanderbilt around. Holy smokes. They are on the road to a playoff. Now, if he doesn't leave Vanderbilt and he stays there and Diego Pavia is gone, I think we'll get a good glimpse of what kind of coach he is. But that's neither here nor there. Brian Kelly is it. Sources said that there's a $54 million buyout. Holy crap. So if he doesn't want to coach again, he's not going to have to. Definitely not going to have to. Crazy work. All this money to head coaches, all this money to the players. They want to see a finished product on the field sooner rather than later. And with LSU, it should have been this season with the senior quarterback back there. The weapons that they have and offensive line they have. Even if the defense is subpar, you at least should be staying in games. They literally just got blown out by Texas A&M. Can't do that. Anyways, we'll see where Brian Kelly goes from here. We'll see where the rest of these coaches go from here. We'll see what these schools do. Right now, the big fish on the market is LSU. Will there be more? I'm sure there will be. Guess we'll see. Scan that QR code up there. Show me and my boy Escott Barr some love. But until next time, your boy Darkwing Dove is outro. Salute.